Hello, everybody. Welcome to week 4 of 10 weeks of receiving a fucking body process.
Woo-hoo!
I'm here today with another Access OG. If you don't know what that is or what that means, it's a slang term for original gangsters. So Donnielle has been around for a minute.
I thought you were gonna say old girl. I'm like, kinda.
No, none of that. No, you're one of the original gangsters of consciousness. I'm just
Love it. Love it. Love it. I'll take that.
saying. So thank you so much for being here today. She's also the co-author of Right Body for You, if you can see well with my light here, and the head of the access specialty for Right Body for You, as well as a 3-day body facilitator, among
Yes.
many other wonderful things. So thank you so much
Yes.
again for being here with us.
Thank you for doing this. This is great. I love talking about bodies and body processes.
Me too. And hello, Facebook user. I can't see your name, but Facebook user says hello to us. So hello.
Hello, Facebook user.
So, if you're not familiar with what this 10-week challenge is all about, it just really kind of sprung out of my love for the body processes and receiving them and playing with them. And I really didn't choose to until after I created a lovely car accident.
Ah,
You get it when
yes.
you get it.
The ways consciousness gets to choose things sometimes.
It's like it gets louder and louder when we don't listen to the whispers.
Mhm.
And whatever way it came, I'm super grateful. I've been playing with these challenges for several years now, and this year it was like, let's do something different. Let's play with inviting 3-day body facilitators to come and talk about what you know about bodies. But it's really just been
Mm,
about inviting our bodies to actually choose to receive. I
yeah.
love how, and I probably like misworded every time, but Gary says something along the lines of, if you will do these body processes, you will get more change than you're willing to have.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure you could attest to
Understatement.
that and speak to that a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um, for sure. And it's really just an invitation to receive and play with challenging yourself to receive 2 to 3 times a week. No one's judging you. It's just an invitation and a reminder. If you're a body process facilitator, host trades in your area, facilitate classes. Like,
Yes.
how many more people can you invite to come play with these body processes? And get to someone else's class, trade one-on-one, dare even pay someone to run body processes on you.
I have done that. I have done that. Even though it's like I've been doing these body processes for over 14 years and be a 3-day body class facilitator forever, I occasionally be like, "Can I just pay you to run a body process on me? Thank you." Because I find them that valuable, right? And one of the things I love about these access consciousness hands-on body processes, well, first that they're hands-on because we're not taught to touch in this reality. But one of the other things I love about this is it's not just about me and my body. When we run these body processes, it is truly tapping into and contributing to the change in consciousness for everybody. I have seen that so many times over the years. The more we run body processes, the more the world changes. The world of bodies, the world of consciousness, the world, the reality out there. So it's not just about us and our bodies, it's truly about changing the world is running these hands-on body processes. It's a gorgeous thing. It's absolutely
Mhm.
amazing.
Yum. You receive and get to change the world at the same time. Like, how does it get any better than
Yeah, totally. Oh my gosh.
that? So before we hopped on, you were telling me about like a 7-day body adventure you've been doing. Tell us more.
Yeah, I'm actually in day 2, but people can still join of a, transform your body image, the 7-day challenge, and I'm really enjoying it because so many of us try to do body image from, "I like my body the way it is, and if you don't, you're wrong." And there's so much force and judgment and fighting in that, and so this challenge is to really to get you into the space of beyond that, of just being in allowance and ease and um, having fun with your body and allowing other people to have fun with their body, and then to from there, enhance your communion with your body so that you and your body can actually create anything. And to get over the point of view that we are what we look like, right? That our value is what we look like, and that we are looking for a specific. I mean, here's the thing: most people are trying to change their body image into an acceptable judgment, right?
Mm.
It's like, oh, well, if I change my body this way, I'll get judged appropriately. That's still judgment. So the target of all this is to get beyond all judgment and just enjoy your body.
Mm. Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
It
and
is
it's
fun.
so sneaky and so subtle the ways we
Yeah.
can judge our bodies too.
Oh my gosh, it is. It really, really is. And the positive judgments are just as limiting, maybe more so than the quote unquote negative judgments. It's
Mm.
really, it is really, and and the on the in the chat yesterday, we were talking about how we do this thing where we try to get our body to stop. It's like, I'm going to get my body to an image or a health level, whether it's body processes or anything. I'm going to try to get my body to a specific place and stop. It can't change after that, which
Mhm.
that is an impossible state for a body. Bodies are constantly changing. So we're always trying to get to our body to an impossible state. So it's not about getting your body to look or feel a certain way. It's about getting to be in the flow and the ebb of every day of the energy of your body.
Ooh, ouch. I felt that one.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Well,
it's fun. Bodies are fun.
they are. They are. Okay, can I share something like
Please,
semi-vulnerable with you?
please.
So I have put on some weight over the last few years. And my body is like screaming at me, right? It's actually asking to be thinner. I
Mhm.
don't really want to lose weight though, because I like the size of my breasts right now. And when I lose weight, that's typically one of the first places that it chooses to leave. So I'm like in
Awesome.
this weird, like, holding pattern, I guess, with my body because it's like, will you please? And I'm like, but no, my breasts.
Well, can I ask you a question
Yes.
or give you a tip? It's like what I find amazing about bodies is our bodies have no point of view, right?
Mhm.
And so I've seen people over so many years in this reality go, well, the first place you lose weight is in your breasts. Says who? This reality? So what
Mm,
if you could ask your body and allow your body to lose the weight and then keep the breasts?
mm, mhm.
I mean, it sounds simplistic, but it is really true. It's like, okay, body, so this reality says that we have to lose weight in our breasts first. Pod poc and pod poc over your genetics. It's like, I hear people right now going, well, that's true for my mother. Well, that doesn't mean it's true for you, only if you're buying into genetics.
So true. So true. And like I'm basing it off of my past references to
Yep,
that was what happened before. So that has to be what happens now.
exactly. But not with a communion with the body and actually working with your body. With is the key word for me. It's always been with instead of for or to your body. It's with your body. But when you work with your body, you get to keep your breasts if you want.
Yes, please.
Let's talk about it. I could get eloquent and flowery, but let's be real. You get to keep your breasts if you want.
I would like
I've
to.
actually I've actually known people too who were like, I want smaller breasts, and so they asked for that. So it's really your body has no point of view. So it's just about getting clear on what energetically we're asking for. And with your past reference point of, well, last time I did this, you're actually asking energetically for your body to do it again. So you get
Mm,
rid of those past reference points and those.
oh, uh-oh. We have a frozen Donnielle. We were just getting to the juicy good stuff. Let me let her know. she's frozen. See how much I'm holding on to that? I can't even hear it, so she froze because I'm holding on to.
Hi.
There we
Sorry.
go. No
Hi.
worries. I was just making
I'm
a
having an
joke.
adventure.
You're awesome. You made this wonderful face and froze, and I was like, see, I can't even hear it. I'm holding on to that reference point
Love
so
it.
tightly that you froze.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, I can't remember what I was saying, but it's like, yeah, I mean, what part, I don't know what part you guys lost me at, but it's like with your past reference point of, well, last time I did lost weight, I lost my breasts. I lost weight there first. You're actually asking your body energetically to do that again. And that's what your body listens to is the energy. So you get rid of those past reference points, or your mom did it, or your genetics, or last time. You can ask your body energetically for anything. It's amazing.
Okay, so we are live in the Access Consciousness North America group and in the private group for the challenge, and also sharing this out with people too who may have no clue what we're talking about. So, like, what do you mean by ask your body energetically?
Well, and I have an interesting history. My mom was a health talk nutritionist, and so I spent 27 years of my life helping her with her radio show. And I saw all these amazing people coming through helping people, but it was always doing it for the body or to the body. But then Access Consciousness came along and went, well, wait a minute. What if your body has a consciousness of its own? And I'm like, what? No, it's just this lump of flesh that I've been saddled with that is the bane of my existence, that doesn't look right nor smell like or, feel right. And it's like, well, no, what if your body has a consciousness of its own? And I'm like, all right, so plants, animals do. Okay, I can see how your body could have a consciousness. And then it's like, well, would you be willing to ask your body then, who has a consciousness of its own, for everything that pertains to it? And I'm like, no, you're supposed to tell your body what to do. But it's this, honestly, Access and the Right Body for You tools and the 3D Body Closet, the first things I've ever seen that's about working with your body instead of doing it for your body or to your body. And so you can actually ask your body energetically. I mean, we use our words. We love our words, as evidenced by us talking. But your body listens to your body listens to the energy. The universe listens to energy. The energy that we all are, right? It's the energy that connects us. It's the energy that lets us know if somebody's mad, even if we haven't talked to them, or if somebody's in trouble across the world. It's like that's that energy that connects us all. And so when you talk to your body listens energetically. So that's why I'm saying, like, with this example, and thank you for letting me use you. Thank you for being vulnerable and putting it out there. I'm grateful. That verbally you're like, hey, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to lose my breasts, right? Because that's where it's supposed to go first. Energetically, you are projecting out to your body and the universe with your past point of view of, oh my gosh, and I always lose it first in my breast. Here we go. And the body listens to the energy of that. Okay. Because when you communicate with your body, everything becomes possible. I know this is a foreign concept for a lot of people, of like being able to talk to your body. And I get it. The very first time, the story is actually in the Right Body for You book. It's pretty funny. The very first time I sat there and I'm like, okay, lower my barriers and just say hi to my body. I would love to say that, like, angels sang and the heavens opened, but honestly, I felt like an idiot. I was alone in my office going, I'm talking to my body. I'm glad no one's here but the cat to witness it, because I feel like an idiot. So honestly, I did. I felt like an idiot. But what was interesting is once I did that, I lowered my body and just said, I lowered my barriers and said hi to my body. I began to perceive my body for probably the first time in like 20 years. The energy of it, the warmth of it, the fluidity of it, and then that little spark of consciousness that I'm like, oh, wait, right? I mean, I could feel the blood flowing and more, both the physicalness of my body plus the energetics of it. So that's what I would invite everybody to do, is just take a moment, lower your barriers, and just say hi to your body. And it's okay if you felt like an idiot. I did. And here it is over 14 years later teaching classes on this stuff. So, you don't have to like first time go, I feel amazing. You can feel like an idiot. It's okay. Still changes.
Totally, totally. I love that. And it's so in line with like all the tools of access consciousness too, because it's like really
Yeah.
about getting out of judgment and going on the adventure and play. And, like
Yeah.
sometimes we keep ourselves stuck in like trying to get it right or trying not to get it wrong and keep ourselves from even experiencing the possibilities that could be available.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And we are so good at perceiving the future. The number of times I myself and many people have been like, I don't know if I want that to happen, so nothing happens. And then we judge ourselves for nothing happening. It's adorable. We're adorable. It's a good thing.
Totally. So I'm not sure if you want to share this story today. And I know it was like sort of one of the ones that got my attention when I first started playing with these tools, where you were asking your body what it would like to eat. And I think you were eating M&Ms and like dropped weight.
I did. It was so funny. And yeah, no, it's absolutely, I love it. It's hilarious because, I was taught by my mom and all of her friends, and, my life was filled with herbalists and homeopathics and alternative medicine people all over the place, right? And I finally discovered my body wanted peanut M&Ms and coffee and Doritos. I'm like, I can tell you all the chemicals and everything that's wrong with all of that and what coffee does to your system and how rancid the peanuts are inside the peanut M&Ms. And it's like, I mean, I just was like, my head was just spinning of like all that I had learned that was wrong about doing this. But my body kept going, no, this, please, no, please, eat this, eat this. And I'm like, what? And so I again lowered my barriers and I used the access conscious verbal processing to let go of some of the judgments. I would love to say all of them, but let's be real, most, yeah, maybe 80% of them. And then I ate the peanut M&Ms and then the Doritos and started drinking coffee. And I'm like, and what was interesting is when I ate, example, the peanut M&Ms, with when my body wanted it and in the amount that my body wanted, my body felt light. It felt um, happy. It felt fluid. It's almost like I had a sun within myself shining, inside my body shining. But the second I ate more peanut M&Ms than my body wanted, that's when I started feeling sick and full and a little bit dimmer. And so, for that's one of the ways to tell. It's like when you're actually eating what your body desires, whatever judgments you have of it, um, it is giving your body the nurturing and what it's asking for, and it feels lighter. And so from that, just doing that, I was eating peanut M&Ms, Doritos, and drinking a lot of coffee, still do. And yeah, I went from a size 16 to a 6 in like 3 months, I think it was. It was crazy how fast that dropped. And my body's changed a lot since then. But again, that's because it's that we get to that place where we want it to stop. And so my body's been one of the greatest facilitators I've ever had of all that it's invited me to. Sometimes feels like a slap across the head, but those work too. Or car accident, Jalen.
Whatever works. And more ease, please.
Yes. I mean, does it have to get to those extremes, my friends? No. But sometimes the universe goes, pay attention. Okay. But really, and our bodies are a tool of this universe and of ours, but a tool of this universe to invite us more to consciousness. They really are.
I love that. It's so beautiful. So, what inspired you to become a 3-day body facilitator?
Oh gosh. Well, it's what inspired me. The bodies, honestly, the bodies. And what was rapidly I was becoming aware of was possible with bodies. Um, I I think, with the exception of Gary and Dane, I'm the longest running 3-day body class facilitator program or facilitator. I even started the program. I was the original body class coordinator and get all the body process facilitators and facelift and 3-day facilitators out there. And
I'm an OG.
yeah, it's true. Yeah. So it was fun. I did that for 5 years before I'm like, oh, that program's a teenager now. Go play with somebody else. But honestly, and I was working with a gentleman who was he's no longer working with Access, but he was being a body class coordinator or facilitator, and I was looking at this and I'm like, so much is opening up and becoming possible with bodies. And so when Gary's like, hey, do you want to do a 3-day facilitator program? I'm like, yeah, can I be one? Yeah, thank you. Because what I was discovering with my body, because I had spent my entire life in my head thinking about things. The only thing I valued is what I could think about. And even though I spent 27 years with my mom on health and nutrition, I was like, ew, bodies, right? And so inviting what I was discovering was possible with bodies, that inspired me to be a voice for other people, right? To be like, hey, I know you're judging your body. I've been there. I still do it. And these are some tools to help me, have got me out of it and change things. And I've seen miracles for people, and like, yeah, let's go and do this. So whether it was Right Body For You or the 3-day body class, where we actually learned to touch, which we haven't even talked about that. For me, that's a big thing. Like we're not taught to touch in this reality, right? And so that the bodies and what was possible and what I was awakening to, I wanted to invite other people to as well. Of like, you know what, this is not a lump of flesh you're stuck with. It's actually your body's a tool for thrival. And what would the world be like if you actually embrace that? So yeah, so that was the long answer. Short answer, bodies.
Makes sense. Body facilitator, bodies. Got it. Kind of go together a little bit.
Little bit.
So you started talking about touch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about that some more and the gift of that.
Yeah, my pleasure. Yeah, it's before doing the hands-on body processes of Access Consciousness, I would have told you that my family was very touchy-feely. We were very affectionate, right? Because we had the hugs and we had the shoulder things and, and that kind of stuff. And while that is great, it wasn't until I started experiencing the hands-on body processes of touching and being touched with somebody else, another body, with no barriers, no judgment, no projections, no conclusions, just space and possibility and allowance and nurturance. I didn't realize how, first off, my body was starved for touch, because even though in my family we gave hugs and whatever, it was very energetically barriered, right? The energy exchange was very limited, because what if I accidentally turned on my brother with how alive I was? That's bad. You can't do that. And a number of things like, oh, you're my brother-in-law, or you're my sister, or you're just that stranger down the street. Whatever it is, we have been taught to, when we do touch, to very much constrain ourselves energetically. Don't exchange that much, so you don't accidentally turn them on or frighten them or be too much or give them the wrong idea, right? I can hear somebody thinking that. It's like, well, I don't want to give them the wrong idea. And so we've been taught this. If we do touch quickly with barriers and not very much energy exchange, then comes in the body processes, where for me, body processes, these hands-on body processes, are where we relearn to touch and to receive touch. The energetic exchange with, like I said, no judgment, no projections, no conclusions, and no barriers, because there is such a dynamic contribution and gift when one body touches another. I mean, how many How many times throughout time and space has a mom or a dad held their little baby and while they were sick and the baby got better? It's not a coincidence. There's an energetic, healing, nurturing thing when one body touches another. How many people out there have felt better when they are upset and they get hugged by a friend? This is the gift it is. And so these hands-on body processes help you relearn that outside of, I have to be upset to be touched or I have to be sick to be touched. No, no. We can touch. One of the most generative thing is just to touch one another, right? And just with no judgment, no projections, no conclusions, and no barriers. So for me, the 3-day body class is the place where we relearn that. And it's just that will change the world. Going out into the world and shaking hands with somebody, yeah, you're going to change the world if you're doing it totally alive.
Can I just melt here in the chair right here?
I know. I love it. So in my 3-day body classes, I actually go through that of like lowering your barriers and relearning to touch. It's because it's for me, we relearn this in the 3-day body class. I love it.
Yeah. And it's just like 3 days of like receiving, you know, like you're gifting the process to someone else and then you're receiving the process. 3 full days of like that energy and that yumminess, like it changes your entire world.
It really does. It really does. That's why I'll go to my friends' 3-day body classes. I don't care if I've been facilitating these classes for 12 years or whatever, 12, 13, 14, whatever. Where else am I going to be able to give and receive these nurturing things for 3 days? So I'm like, oh, you're doing a class. Can I come? Okay, thanks. Yay.
Right. I love that you said that. It's like, I'll hear every now and again, like, sometimes people are like, well, I can facilitate that class, so why would I go to another facilitator's class? And I've never really
because you can.
Right. Yeah, I could say it doesn't register. Still, when I hear it, I'm like, huh?
No. As a matter of fact, I enjoy it. I'm like, okay, you talk. I'll lay down.
Yeah. Like I'll receive. Yes, please.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm like, we're all so different.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And our bodies are different. And so we can contribute so much to each other and receive so much from each other.
Yeah. And that's one of the things I love about all the 3-day body class facilitators is each one of us is so unique, so different. And we can explain the same thing in a different way and you receive it differently. For me, each one of us being a difference is such a gift, right? Because it's like everybody's in different places and different spaces at different times and they can receive from different people. And that's why I love the uniqueness of all of us, because honestly, the 3-day body class facilitators and all the Right Body for You facilitators are unique as each body is, because each body is unique. And so is the infinite being that goes with them. And so it's really such a gift to see what that combination of that infinite being with that body, what they can facilitate for the world. It's an amazing, potent thing.
Mm-hmm. Totally. And at the same time, all be connected and in communion and so different at the same time. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. The consciousness, it's fun. It's a fun group.
Mm-hmm. Totally. So you have some 3-day body classes coming up, yes?
I do. Actually, I'm doing one of my favorite combos. I'm going to Edmonton, Canada in October. So the second and third weekend of October. The first weekend, I'm doing a Right Body for You class, a 2.5-day workshop. And then during the middle of the week, I'm doing a facelift class. And then the next weekend, I'm doing a 3-day body class. And I'm telling you, it's fun. For me, it's one of the funnest combos because it's like, Right Body for You, we talk a lot about getting out of the judgment. And then when you have the infinite being has less judgment, the body receives more in the 3-day body class because we get out of the body's way. Which is a beautiful thing. So that's the second and third weekend of October in Canada, and I can't wait. It's in Edmonton, and it's a lot of fun. They've made me an honorary Canadian. I'm very honored.
I love it. That's awesome. That sounds like a horrible combination. All of that. Don't go. Don't choose that.
No, go. The Right Body for You is online also, which is amazing.
That is awesome. Okay, cool. So they can do that online or live. And then, of course, you have to be in person for the body
bring
class.
your body to the 3-day. People have a hard time touching you through the screen.
Yeah, it doesn't work so well.
Not quite.
And it doesn't feel as good either, as having that touch on your body.
Yeah, that honestly, touch is, and I've gone on to it. Touch is one of the things that I've really am so grateful for getting back and relearning that touch. And I didn't realize how starved my body was for touch. And now it's one of my favorite ways to nurture my body is to touch another person or be touched. I know that sounds naughty, but it doesn't have to be. But it can be, but it doesn't have to be.
All kinds of touch are welcome, not necessarily in the body class.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
You can save your naughty time for, somewhere else.
Private time. Naughty time for private time.
And how much can it enhance that as well? Just being willing to be more present with your body.
Oh,
receive that kind touch too.
Oh, yes. Without going into too many details, let's just say sex lives are improved by the body processes and the willingness to touch and be touched. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Sounds terrible.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Don't do it.
Don't do them just for that. Facebook user, I'm not sure if it's the same one or a different one, is saying we love having Donnielle as an honorary
Me too.
I think they're excited to have you come back.
Yeah. And I was in Canada right before the COVID shutdown. They were literally closing the borders as I was getting on the plane. So this is my first return back to Canada since COVID. So I'm very excited.
Wow. Okay.
I'm excited to go back.
Fun. And so things have changed. We can get in easily now. We're not still treating the US like the redheaded stepchild that,
Oh no, we're still kind of the red. We're still the redhead stepchild, but you know what? I've been a redhead stepchild my entire life, so
okay.
I'm used to it.
You're used to it.
I can work with it.
Got it. Well, I'm glad you're able to get in. And anyone else who would like to come, don't go to the class with the OG of the 3-day body class. The headed right body for you.
Not old gal. Okay, good.
No, not old gal. Way cooler than old gal.
Way cooler, yes, way cooler.
Thank you so much again for being here and just being with us, and inviting us into your world and what you know about bodies and just being such a yummy invitation and gift on the planet. Super, super great.
Thank you. And thank you for doing this. This is so fun. When you contacted me, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such a fun energy. Yes, of course I want to be a part of it. And I love that you're doing this and really inviting people to look at this. I know some people, I'm told repeatedly, this class is the class I've avoided the most. I know. And usually when you avoid something, there's something there for you. So thank you, Donnielle, for being that invitation to people actually dipping their toe in and checking this stuff out.
My pleasure. Yes. More bodies come, more happy bodies on the planet, please.
Yes, please.
And receive more in every area, please.
Yes.
Alrighty. Thank you so much again. And thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.